All right, here we go. I may wind up going where she told me to go, but right now I'm rolling down this road to my next show. Out here on the highway is the only life I know, and you ain't got time for nothing else if you wanna rock and roll. They said just write yourself a song, boy, it's money in the bank. Yeah, we'll all sing along while we ride your gravy train. Rub elbows with the big wigs and get amongst their ranks. But I don't need their permission and I don't care what they think. So I may wind up going where she told me to go. Yeah, but right now I'm rolling down this road to my next show. Out here on the highway is the only life I know, and you ain't got time for nothing else if you wanna rock and roll. And I've been driving through the day so I can make my show tonight. I wrote myself a brand new song and hope I get it right. And that somebody listens and the band is sounding tight. Do it all again tomorrow and there ain't no end in sight. So I may wind up going where she told me to go. Yeah, but right now I'm rolling down this road to my next show. Out here on the highway is the only life I know, and you ain't got time for nothing else if you wanna rock and roll. No. Here we go, one down. All right. Yeah, hi y'all. How's your mama and them doing? Pretty good? My name is Rye Davis. That's Rye like the whiskey, R-Y-E. That ain't no stage name. Mama did good on that one. I hail from the Hopper Metropolis. It is Pig, Kentucky. It's R-Y-E from P-I-G. That way you won't forget it. You know what I mean? I got to think of a third part to that rhyme. R-Y-E from P-I-G, you see, or something. I don't know. What? Yeah, got to have that third one, yeah. But this is what me and my beautiful wife, Brandy, do. We grab a guitar, we drive around, we sing songs, and we hope y'all enjoy them. If you do, tell all your friends, and if you don't tell a damn soul. That's the way I live a life, you know what I mean? This next one here is another song of ours. It's called Leave You Lonely. It was on the last album. Goes a little something like this. You've got your obsession with any man that has possessions, and I never had enough to make you fall. Sometimes you get lonely and I pretended I'm the only one you call. We both know the reason is because you've got nothing else to do. But I always answer, 'cause I'm such a fool over you. And I'm hoping that he leaves you lonely, and maybe you'll come a-calling on me, so that I can keep you for myself until you go find someone else to be the man that I won't ever be. And I don't have the occupation or a rich man's compensation to buy your time and be your everyday. By now I know better than to think that I could ever make you stay. And I'm hoping that he leaves you lonely, And maybe you'll come a-calling on me, so that I can keep you for myself until you go find someone else to be the man that I won't ever be. And I'm hoping that he leaves you lonely, so that maybe you'll come a-calling on me. Yeah, I'm hoping that he leaves you lonely, so that maybe you'll come a-calling on me, and that I can keep you for myself until you go find someone else to be the man that I won't ever be. So that I can keep you for myself until you go find someone else to be the man that I won't ever be. There you go. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. Hope y'all enjoying yourself so far. I know I am. It's my first time playing in Kansas City anyway, so appreciate y'all having me. This next song here is a song that I wrote with my wife, not about my wife. There's a big difference. It's a cheating song. And I have had people come up to me after the shows and tell me how ashamed of myself I should be for singing cheating songs like that in front of my wife. And I said, you know, sometimes we make these stories up. I said, this one woman in particular, she come to me. She poked me in the chest. Like she was inebriated is the best word to use. And she's got, I don't know if you had anybody ever poke you in the chest, but she kind of had her thumb sticking out past her knuckle a little bit, doing this right here, like right in the sternum. And I mean, hell, it hurt, a little skinny. And she said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I was like, why? She said, for singing them cheating songs in front of your wife. I said, honey, you do know that we make this stuff up. I said, Johnny Cash didn't really shoot no man in Reno. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, just to clear that up, I have not cheated on my wife, and I don't endorse it. But we wrote this one together. It was one of her ideas. It's called She'd Know. We're really proud of it. We really like the song. Hope y'all do too. It's on the last album called She'd Know. Here it goes. If I could write our song, put words to melody about all the times we've had and what you mean to me, then I would sing of your blue eyes and your sweet Chanel perfume, or the way our shadows dance and the secrets of this room. Every line full of memories as the words began to flow. But I can't write our song, 'cause she'd know. She'd piece it together one line at a time, all the nights she spent alone. Lord, it took so long for me to earn her trust. By the last verse it'd be gone. A ballad of our love will cause a broken home. So I can't write our song, she'd know. Well, our story would unfold because her eyes ain't blue, and Chanel number 5, that ain't her perfume. There's a gold band on my hand that says I have her faith, but every time that I'm with you, a tan line takes its place. She learned the love of you and me and all the lies that I have told. So I can't write our song, she'd know. She'd piece it together one line at a time all the night she spent alone. Lord, it took so long for me to earn her trust. By the last verse it'd be gone. A ballad of our love will cause a broken home. So I can't write our song. She'd know. And I know her heart would break if she knew that mine were torn between a love we know is wrong and the vows that I once swore. She'd piece it together one line at a time all the night she spent alone. Lord, it took so long for me to earn her trust. By the last verse it'd be gone. A ballad of our love would cause a broken home. So I can't write our song. She'd know. She'd know. A song called She'd Know. Thank y'all very much. Okay, so that's the only 3 songs I know how to play, so I got an hour and a half of that. Hope y'all enjoyed them. We're just going to keep on rolling through those. I do got to find my bourbon, though. That's what I'm talking about. 4 Roses. That's from back home, y'all. That's Kentucky bourbon right there. Appreciate it, brother. This next song here, so my son, I'm a country artist. It's what I am. I draw a lot of. What's it? What's the word? Inspiration. That's a big word. It's got more than 3 syllables in it, so I have to get her help. But draw a lot of inspiration from classic country songs, and that's what I grew up listening to. And this next one here it's country as a catfish dinner now. It's called Lavender Candles. It's a waltz, sort of. These Gibsons, I tell you what, you travel across the country with them, they're all over the place. So if it's a little bit out of tune, then y'all just imagine that that's the way it's supposed to sound, okay? Okay. It's called Lavender Candles. Lavender candles that burned in her room, danced in the window that I just snuck through. And I knew every squeak in that old hardwood floor, and that I was home free past the 3rd loose board. And we both knew I love you was a little white lie we said to each other to make it all right. In a rush to grow up, and it was finally our turn. Yeah, we were learning to love and loving to learn. Her daddy was a pastor who preached against hate. If he knew what we's doing, we'd have tested his faith. 'Cause I held his world in the palm of my hand. I came in a boy, but I left a man. And we both knew I love you was a little white lie we said to each other to make it all right. In a rush to grow up, and it was finally our turn. Yeah, we were learning to love and loving to learn. and we both knew I love you was a little white lie we said to each other to make it all right in a rush to grow up, and it was finally our turn. Yeah, we were learning to love and loving to learn. Lavender candles that burned in her room, danced in the window that I just snuck through. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. All right, this one's pretty country too. I'll get some rockin' stuff in a little bit, but my wife was telling me the story. This is another song me and her wrote together. She was telling me the story one time about her grandfather and how they found out that he got Alzheimer's. And it's because he left home one day and he didn't come back for a long time, and they got a call, and they found him. And he'd been driving through the same toll booth over and over and over because he couldn't remember how to get home. And that really hit home to us, especially to her. And we got to thinking about it, and we feel like it's our responsibility as songwriters not to necessarily just make sure folks are getting entertained, but to make sure that we're bringing light to subjects that don't get enough attention. And one of those things that we feel like do not get enough attention is Alzheimer's and dementia. There's a lot of families out there that are really struggling with that. And so that's all we were trying to do with this song, just bring a little bit of attention to that terrible disease and some of the realisms that come with it. It's called King Me. It's going to be my next single. We've put a lot of time and effort into the music videos and the acoustic videos and the new singles and the recording of it. So if there's anybody out there that's got a family member struggling with that, or sometimes we've had it where folks in the crowd were struggling with that, just know that there's some folks out there thinking of you and that and praying for you in the whole 9 yards, and it goes a little something like this. It's one of them storytelling songs. You got to hang into the end to get it. Well, I stopped by my parents' house 'cause Mama called today. Dad broke out the checkers, it's his favorite game to play. So I walked in the kitchen while he set up the board, grabbed some Dr. Peppers from the refrigerator door. He said, "Great, another doctor," while I hand him his drink. But I've heard that joke before, it's the same one every week. Then he takes off on some story of an early memory. He pauses in the middle and then he says to me, "Well, I remember my first kiss, my first car, my first fight. And I remember where I was on the day that Elvis died. How can a man recall all of these milestones, but not remember where he puts his phone?" Mom walks in with medicine. He said she thinks I'll forget, but it's a never-ending stream of pills, and I'm so damn tired of it. It's strange how I recall some things from my life oh so clear, but if you were to ask me now, I can't tell you the year. But I remember my first kiss, my first car, my first fight. And I remember where I was on the day that Elvis died. But I can't recall directions home from the hardware store. I got lost last week and they don't let me drive no more. Well, we played all afternoon, and when his black one jumped my red, he looked at me and smiled. King me's what he said. Then he made his final move, and our game came to an end. He said, when you come back tomorrow, then I just might let you win. And I remember my first kiss, my first car, my first fight. And I remember where I was on the day that Elvis died. Thanks for playing checkers, I've always loved this game. Could you please remind me of your name? Thank you. Well, I've enjoyed myself out here so far, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to play you a cover song, but it's one of my favorite all-time songs. Now, I ain't never seen no ghost before. I just want to preface. Is it preface or preface? I never know. That's when I quit reading the books, because I get to the front of it, and I'm like, shit, I don't know if it's preface or preface. I already can't read. Preface. All right. It's an old David Allen Coe tune. And it becomes more and more true every time I do one of these shows. It's called The Ride. Hope you like it. But I was thumbing from Montgomery. Had my guitar on my back. When a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollow-eyed. Said, it's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like a ride, son? So I sat down in the front seat and turned on the radio. Them sad old songs coming out of them speakers, solid country gold. And I noticed the stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light. And I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Well, have you paid your dues, and can you mow the blues, and can you bend them guitars to ring? Boy, can you make folks feel what you're feeling inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. Well, he cried just south of Nashville, and he turned that car around. He said, this is where you get off, boy. Going back to Alabama. As I stepped out of that Cadillac, I said, mister, many thanks. He said, you don't call me mister. The whole world calls me Hank. He said, Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Well, have you paid your dues, and can you mow the blues, and can you bend them guitars to ring? Boy, can you make folks feel what you're feeling inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. He said, Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Yeah. Well, have you paid your dues, and can you mow the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings? Boy, can you make folks feel what you're feeling inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. Thank you. So when I was in college, I was out drinking one night with a buddy. Because I do that a lot. Sometimes I do that. And growing up where I grew up, it's kind of right in the heart of the Bible Belt, you know. And me and him were out doing the exact same things. As a matter of fact, he was kind of insinuating it. You know what I mean? He was the one kind of pushing it on us. We got home that night, or the next morning, really, is when it was, and he set me down. And he said, I don't know if this happens to y'all around here, but back home, sometimes people get to preaching at you like they're better than you are. You know what I'm saying? He goes, he almost sounded like old school Billy Graham or something, just looking at me. He said, Rye, I got to tell you something. He said, if you don't quit your drinking and you staying out and playing them bars, he said, you're going to go to hell. Kind of paused for a minute. I said, well, hell, that sounds terrible. And don't get me wrong, I'm a faithful guy, right? But that kind of set on me wrong, and I got to thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, man? I said, we did the same. We were out doing the exact same thing last night. I said, what makes you any better than me? I said, you ain't. I said, so if I go to hell, you going with me, and I'll save you a seat. And that's what this here song's called. It's kind of a little bit of a bad attitude song, so I figured I'd get it out of the way early. It's called Save You a Seat. It goes a little something like this. It's going to be on the new album coming out early next year. Well, I'm tired of you acting like you're better than me, with all your preaching and your teaching and your hypocrisy. So let's make a toast before I take this drink. Here's to us hoping that we all get to heaven. But if I go to hell, then I'll save you a seat. Now I know I'm not perfect, but neither are you. So I don't need you judging everything that I do. Let he who ain't sinned cast the first stone. But if that ain't you, then brother, leave me alone. 'Cause I'm tired of you acting like you're better than me, with all your preaching and your teaching and your hypocrisy. So let's make a toast before I take this drink. Here's to us hoping that we all get to heaven. But if I go to hell, then I'll save you a seat. Well, I don't know your story, and you don't know mine. If there's a right and a wrong, then we'll find out in time. So I'll just keep doing the best I can do. And I'll worry about me, and you worry about you. 'Cause I'm tired of you acting like you're better than me, with all your preaching and your teaching and your hypocrisy. So let's make a toast before I take this drink. Here's to us hoping that we all get to heaven. But if I go to hell, then I'll save you a seat. Yeah, here's to us hoping that we all get to heaven. But if I go to hell, then I'll save you a seat. There you go. All right, I'm going to try a new one out for you. Is that okay? Okay, good. If I can remember the words. Hopefully, if I can't remember the words, I'll make them. Uh-oh. Where you at, Brandy? Where'd my wife go? Apparently, she's driving tonight. Baby, you're driving back to that honky-tonk hotel. You know what I'm saying? Is that a deal? Okay, she can do it. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you much. So this next one here, I've never had like no criminal record or nothing. I've actually never really committed a crime of any real sort, but for some reason, when I sit down, and I'm going to eventually make an EP of or an album if the songs keep coming out, but I keep writing criminal songs, like criminal ballads and stuff. I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, but they keep writing them, they keep coming out, and this is one of them. I hope I can remember all the words because everybody's quiet and listening now, so y'all done got me nervous. Oh shit! Huh. It's called. I ain't even named it yet. I think I want to call it Hard Way of Living. It's kind of about where we grew up, right in the middle of I-65. It's literally in Park City in Edmonson County, and Pig is right in the middle between like Chicago and Miami. And I was driving. We were actually doing a gig. We was going from Louisville down to Nashville one time, and we drove by home. And I was like, that's crazy. That's right in the middle. I was like, I bet that drug cartel has a heyday right here. They just meet right here and send it all over the damn world. I was like, oh, hell, I got to write a song about it. What happened to my guitar? Did I lose it? Uh-oh. Is that me or you? Uh-oh. I ain't got no battery. Just can't move too much, you know what I mean? That's all my dancing skills up here. All right, let's see if I can remember. Anyway, long story short, now that the guitar's working, it's called Hard Way of Living. I ain't got it recorded or anything, but I'm going to try it for you. It's one of them old criminal stories that I'm going to put on an EP one day. My darling asked me where I was headed, and I told her, hell, if I don't change my ways, don't like what I'm doing, yeah, I really regret it, but it's a hard way of living around here these days. Well, Daddy don't grow tobacco no more. He works at a factory down in Bowling Green, but the land is still fertile and we're too proud to sell it. What I'm growing pays better than barley or beans. There's an interstate exit that gets off at Park City, smack dab in the middle of I-65. I meet a man down there, just north is the drop point. I don't know his real name and he don't know mine. Oh, my darling asked me where I was headed, and I told her, hell, if I don't change my ways, don't like what I'm doing, I really regret it, but it's a hard way of living around here these days. Now, a buddy of mine from back in high school works at the sheriff as a deputy. He said the DEA, they stopped by the station, and the man they described looked a lot like me. Said if we get the driver and he gives us the dry points, we won't need no more information from you. You just give us the driver and all the information, and that's all that you are willing to do. Oh, my darling asked me where I was headed, and I told her, hell, if I don't change my ways, don't like what I'm doing, yeah, I really regret it, but it's a hard way of living around here these days. Well, the deal we worked out, I avoided the jail time. They'll give me some money and leave me alone, but I'll have a new name by this time tomorrow. Won't know anybody and I'll have to leave home. Yeah, my darling asked me where I was headed, and I told her, hell, if I don't change my ways, don't like what I'm doing, I really regret it. It's a hard way of living around here these days. Oh, goodbye, my darling, I really regret it, but it's a hard way of living around here these days. Here you go, hard way of living. It's a brand new one for you. I only forgot a couple words. I made them up on the fly, though. They fit in there good. You know what I mean? Something, yeah. Nobody knows that. That's just like I practiced it right there for you guys. Yeah. Well, yeah. Are we doing the koozie thing tonight? You got any koozies? You got some koozies? We are doing. So this is for every time we play a new area. We burn up around Kentucky, you know what I mean? But we've been trying to branch out a little bit. Folks have been kind of liking the music, so we've been hitting the road and making our living this way. But every time we hit a new city and every time we play a new venue, we give away koozies in exchange for email addresses, because we try and make the Facebook post or whatever, and it always gets pushed down and nobody ever sees it, or they make you pay money for it. And to be honest with you, I just don't got enough money to do that stuff all the time, because we play a whole bunch of shows. So what we figured we'd do is, in exchange for a koozie, it says Rye Davis on it. That's my official middle name. That's what my mom called me growing up, Rye Davis, yeah. But my smoking hot wife, Brandy's back there. If you sign up for the email list, we'll give you a free koozie. And it'll keep your drink cold, and, yeah. And we would truly appreciate your support that way. While we're in this new song kick, here's another one I wrote not too long ago. I'm just going to play y'all a bunch of new stuff tonight. Why not? As in here is a story of a woman who got done wrong, and she decided that she was done putting up with that. And she could play that game, too. Her man's been running around. She said, by God, if he can run around, I can, too. I'm getting the hell out of here. It's called Before She Goes. Hope you like it. She woke up this morning in a bed that ain't her own. And just because there's a man in there don't mean she ain't alone. But there's a stranger in her room, and there's another one at home. So she gets dressed and heads on back to the man that done her wrong. She don't need alibi. Because she's gonna make sure he knows that he's the one to blame, and they two can play this game. Yes, she's gonna make it hurt before she goes. Hell, it has no fury like a woman scorned. Yes, she's gonna make that SOB wish he was never born. But he played her for a fool, and she ain't a fool no more. Oh, and she can't wait to see his face when she walks through that door. She don't need no alibi, 'cause she's gonna make sure he knows that he's the one to blame, and they two can play this game. Yes, she's gonna make it hurt before she goes. She don't need no alibi, because she's gonna make sure he knows that he's the one to blame, and they two can play this game. Yes, she's gonna make it hurt before she goes. Yes, she's gonna make it hurt before she goes. Brandon for you there, all right. Anybody like John Anderson? Any John Anderson fans in the house? Anybody like John Anderson? Me too. You ever notice when I was a little kid growing up, I was a big fan of John Anderson. And I would try and mimic his voice. I never got it completely down, but I tried real hard. You ever notice how it sounded like he turned the radio up and down whenever John Anderson's singing? He goes, blow, blow, Seminole wind. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, y'all get it. We do got some John Anderson fans in here. All right. Well, I got a couple John Anderson songs I added to the set list just because I like John Anderson. First one here is the first song I heard when a kid really made me want to tap my foot. It's called Swingin'. There's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she's really looking good. I had to go and see her, so I called her on the phone. Walked over to her house, and here's what's going on. Her brother was on the sofa, he was eating chocolate pie. Her mama was in the kitchen cutting chicken up to fry. Daddy was in the backyard rolling up a garden hose. I was on the porch with Charlotte feeling love down to my toes, and we was swinging, just a swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sang. I can't believe it started on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging. Well, now Charlotte, she's a darling, she's the apple of my eye. When I'm on the swing with her, it makes me almost high. You know she is my lover and she has been since the spring. I can't believe it started on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging, just a swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sang, and I can't believe it started on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging. Now there's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she really looking good. I had to go and see her, so I called her on the phone. I walked over to her house, and I knew what's going on. Her brother was on the sofa, he was eating chocolate pie. Her mama was in the kitchen, cutting chicken up to fry. Daddy was in the backyard rolling up a garden hose. I was on the porch with Charlotte, feeling love down to my toes, and we were swinging, just swinging. Little Charlotte, she's as pretty as the angels when they sang. I can't believe it started on the front porch in a swing, just a swinging, just a swinging, just a swinging. We were swinging, 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 swinging. It's a remix right there, all right. Don Williams. All right, cheers. It's the first ever Don Williams songs I heard. I heard a request for Don Williams, so I'm going to do it. I've held it all in words. Lord knows I've tried. It's an awful awakening, the country boy's life. To look in the mirror in total surprise at the hair on your shoulders and age in your eyes. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. It's a measure of people that don't understand the pleasures in life in a hillbilly band. Got my first guitar when I was 19. Well, I finally made 30 and still wearing jeans. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Well, Don Williams for you, man. Appreciate it. I'll mix that one in here very shortly. Absolutely, man. Why not? Ah, let's do. I'm gonna do another one of mine. This one here. So I've never been overseas before. I went to the Bahamas on my honeymoon, but other than that, don't count. You know what I mean? That don't count. Exactly. That don't count. Yeah, she's over slinging merch. Yeah. But you can get on YouTube. It's a real thing. YouTube is a real thing, but this is a real thing. What I'm about to tell you. I've never been over there. I've never had pushed my music over there or anything. But there's a line dance going on in France and Japan and somewhere else. They're playing my line dance at Billy Bob's in Disneyland in Paris, France. Like there's this lady up there speaking a language I can't understand and telling all these people to dance to my song. And you put in "Love You Till Morning," and that's the first thing that pops up on YouTube. You don't even know it's my song, but there's all kinds of people teaching to do a line dance over there, which is pretty damn cool, to be honest with you. And this is that song. We recorded it, we put it out, and it did pretty good for us. It goes a little something like this right here. I normally got a full band behind me on it, so I'm going to try and fill in all the parts that lead guitar can't, but we'll see what we can do. It's the little things you do that make me lose my mind. Like the way you're reaching over me to turn out the light. I'd rather love you till morning than kiss you goodnight. I know it ain't the same old thing we do, but there's something about the way my t-shirt's fitting you. I'd rather love you till morning than kiss you goodnight. And no, I ain't ever too tired to love you like you need to be loved. And oh yeah, we'll just be getting started when that big old sun comes up. So baby, turn off all the lights and meet me in the bed. But there won't be no sleeping, no. Like I said, I'd rather love you till morning than kiss you goodnight. No, I ain't ever too tired to love you like you need to be loved. And no, we'll just be getting started when that big old sun comes up. So when you're leaning like you do to tell me it's bedtime, let me whisper what I'm thinking before your lips touch mine. I'd rather love you till morning than kiss you goodnight. I'm gonna love you till morning before I kiss you goodnight. Hey, here we go. All right. It's called Love You Till Morning. You YouTube that shit, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. You go. Is everybody having fun so far? Y'all still enjoying yourself? Good deal. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I can pull that off tonight or not. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. You got confidence in me? I got a fancy tip jar over here. You put enough a $20 bill to sing. What was it? $20 for Tennessee whiskey. Challenge accepted. Yeah, you put $20 in there and I'll sing that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all right. They're going to match it, all right? $20 and $20 to hear Tennessee whiskey. All right. Here's the deal. So what we're doing is, now we make our living on the road, right? We drive all over this country, and we sing whatever anybody wants to hear. But the best way that I found to do this is I'm trying to spread my music too. So I'm trying to play as many originals as I can. So the deal is every time I play y'all a cover song, y'all put money in there, you want to hear something. If I play it, the deal is I play an original song following that song, and y'all got to pay attention and see what you think about it. Is that a deal? That's a deal. All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Let's see. Tennessee whiskey. Used to spend my nights out in a ballroom. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottle and brought me back from being too far gone. You as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stone on your love all the time. Well, I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle was always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stone on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet yeah. Strawberry wine, you're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stone on your love all the time. Honey, I stay stone on your love all the time. Honey, I stay stone on your love all the time. Here you go, Tennessee whiskey by request. All right. One of mine. There we go. One of mine. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm going to play a couple of mine. This first one here is it's one of the first songs that I ever wrote where I thought, you know what? Actually, bullshit, I'm going to save that into the end. Making you wait, that's called suspense right there. See what I'm saying? This next one here is a song of mine called, we haven't released it yet. We've been trying. It's been doing pretty good at all the places we play. We feel like it's important to remember that this is my humble opinion. Just because I got the microphone doesn't make my opinion any better than yours. Just kind of makes me louder for the minute. But I feel like no matter what the hell's going on, we still live in the greatest country on this planet. And that ain't because of any political party, and it ain't because of any certain group of people. It's because of everybody that wakes up every single day, and they go to work, and they chase their dreams, and they provide for their family, and they provide for all those that they love, and they keep this country what it is. And I feel like that I need to write a song about that. So how many of y'all work hard for a living? How many of y'all work hard and earn your money? Yeah. This song goes to you. It's a special thanks to all those military men and women out there. Just because you don't believe in the cause doesn't mean that you can't support the troops. It's called Everyday America. Hope you like it. He's up before the sun breaks, and the rooster ain't had a chance to crow. He's the kind that keeps the country fed, and the kind that makes his living row by row. That's every day, every day, every day, every day, everyday America. With a caffeine buzz and light blue scrubs, going room to room, checking vital signs. She don't mind the overnight shift, doing anything she can to save a life. That's every day, every day, every day, every day, everyday America. 'Cause behind the scenes, they're the face, the ones that have what it takes, give us hope and keep our country strong. That's every day, every day, every day, every day, everyday America. On a concrete floor, his back is sore, working at the plant in a factory line, providing for his family, so you know he don't mind the overtime. That's every day, every day, every day, every day, everyday America. 'Cause behind the scenes, they're the face, ones that have what it takes. Give us hope and keep our country strong. And that's every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, America. He can feel the sand between his teeth as he looks through the crosshairs of his gun. He's 1,000 miles away from home, but he laid down his life before he runs. And that's every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, America. Because behind the scenes, they're the face, ones that have what it takes. Give us hope and keep our country strong. And that's every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, America. And that's every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, America. Thank you. I heard a request for a Willie and Waylon earlier, but I'm going to go play right now. I'm going to play another one of mine, and then I'm going to play that one just because I'm a big Willie and Waylon fan. Song's a song about not being able to get away from somebody you know you need to get away from because he or she is toxic to you. When we're this close to the bottom, we ain't got far to fall. Yeah, and we both know the reason that you answer when I call. So, darling, if you're lonely, let's do what we do right. We can't make love last forever, but we can make it through the night. We're gonna hate ourselves tomorrow and say this has to end. If you're still here in the morning, we can worry about it then. Because love's been gone long before we ever said goodbye. Yeah, and we both know that trying to make this work is a waste of time. But darling, if you're lonely, let's do what we do right. 'Cause we can't make love last forever, but we can make it through the night. I said love's been gone long before we ever said goodbye. Yeah, and we both know that trying to make this work is a waste of time. But darling, if you're lonely, let's do what we do right. We can't make love last forever, but we can make it through the night. We can't make love last forever, but we can make it through the night. When we're this close to the bottom, we ain't got far to fall. Yeah, but we both know the reason that you answer when I call. Where'd my Willie and Wailing guy go? He run off. Was that him or you? Who requested? Was that you? You like it too? Did he run off? He'll be back? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to play a song while he's gone. What's that? Play another one of mine? That's a hell of a request right there. There you go. Well. All right, so I'm going to play another brand new one that I hope I can remember all the words to. Is that okay? Okay, good. My wife and I were hanging out in the Smoky Mountains. We took a little vacation to go up there and get some songwriting done. And the thing, when you go try and do something, like when you try and do something creative, sometimes that shit just don't work out. Because you're trying real hard and you're like, man, I can't think of nothing real good. So instead of writing songs, we turned on Netflix and started watching The Ranch. You ever seen The Ranch on Netflix? We turned it on and listen, I love me some Ashton Kutcher. But Sam Elliott has got probably the greatest mustache in American history. Can we all get him and Tom Selleck are pretty damn close. There we go, yeah. So we was watching some scene, and you never know where this stuff's going to come from, right? You really don't ever know. And we was watching the show, and Sam Elliott was telling Ashton Kutcher something, and that wonderful caterpillar that just sat right on top of Sam Elliott's lip got to moving around a little bit, and he said something. I can't remember exactly what he said to Ashton Kutcher, but he said, "If that ain't in the Bible, it should be." I said, "Oh, shit, all right, we're going to write that." And so we heard that, and we immediately pushed pause. Now, we didn't turn it off because we wanted to see the end of the episode. So we pushed pause, and we sat down and wrote this song in about 15 minutes. And all the stuff that when you go through life that you wish that somebody told you those lessons. It's called It Should Be, based on a line from The Ranch by Mr. Sam Elliott himself. We've been trying it out, and we hope you like it. It goes a little something like this. Take a kid fishing for the first time. They ought to catch something. If a man works hard for all his life, he shouldn't end up with nothing. Mamas and daddies ought to be able to watch their children grow. Shouldn't nobody ever get the call that a child ain't coming home. 'Cause living for tomorrow ain't no guarantee. If that ain't in the Bible, it should be. You break something don't belong to you, better do your part to piece it back together. That includes a heart. And anytime you see old glory fly, you ought to take a stand. If you see someone in uniform, do you good to shake a hand. 'Cause anything worth having sure as hell ain't free. If that ain't in the Bible, it should be. 'Cause everybody needs a buddy that they can call when it broke down in the rain, and a shoulder they can cry on when the world is gone insane. You ought to be able to fix most things with good friends and a little whiskey. If that ain't in the Bible, it should be. 'Cause living for tomorrow ain't no guarantee. Anything worth having sure as hell ain't free. You ought to be able to fix most things with good friends and a little whiskey. If that ain't in the Bible, it should be. If that ain't in the Bible, it should be. Oh, if that ain't in the Bible, it should be. There you go. Thank you very much. All right, then my Willie and Waylon request come back in here. Okay, you got it. Hell yeah. Who got this one? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you much. Oh, here comes the Willie and Waylon, because I said if you made the request, I'd play that and play a couple of my songs, and I feel like playing this cover right here. And I sat down and wrote an extended verse to this song back in the day, so we'll see if we can't get that going. Cowboys ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold. They'd rather give you a song than diamonds of gold. Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's. Each night begins a new day. If you don't understand it, he don't die young. He'll probably just ride away. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings. Little warm puppies and children and girls of the night. Them that don't know him won't like him, and them that do they sometimes won't know how to take it. He ain't wrong, he's just different, but his pride won't let him do things to make you think he's right. Take it, Waylon. Mamas, and don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. All right, so when I first started getting into this music thing and writing songs, I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't have any idea what the hell to do or where to start. And if I'm still being honest with y'all, I still don't have any idea what the hell I'm doing. I just don't. I write and I go sing and I make sure everybody's having a good time and I try and sound as good as I possibly can. You know what I mean? But I figured a good place to start would be to write extended verses to the songs that I already know and love. And this was one of my favorite all-time songs. So I sat down and wrote an extended verse to it. Do y'all care if I play it for you? Y'all care if I play this song? Okay, here it goes. It's today's version of Mamas Don't Let Your Babies. Mamas, don't let your cowboys grow up to be babies, 'cause they'll never leave home and just get student loans and stay on the couch and be lazy. Oh, mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and I drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. They'll never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Yeah. I don't know if y'all could tell this or not, but growing up, I listened to a lot of John Anderson and a lot of Willie Nelson. I'll be honest with you. And Waylon. Waylon Live was my first ever album. Billy Joe Shaver. I seen a Billy Joe Shaver painting back there, so hell yeah. I'm not going to play one of those because I'm a little rusty on that one. Been at Georgia on the fast. I'm going to play y'all a couple more of my songs. I just got to... What's that? Snake Farm. Just sound nasty. Snake Farm. It pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. That's all you get of that one, by God. All right. So this next song here is the first song that I ever wrote where I thought, you know what, I might be able to do this crazy music thing for a living. I was sitting on my mama's front porch, and her and Dad pulled in from somewhere. I was sitting on there with a friend of mine named Jeffrey Blades, who just happened to be a songwriter as well. And we were having a conversation about how we thought we got away with everything in our glory days. You know, maybe it was like, oh, yeah, we done this and we done that. And Mom overheard the conversation. She said, Rye, I know everything you did in high school. I said, how's that, Mom? And anybody that's ever met my mom, and maybe one day y'all be lucky enough to do it, because she is one of a kind, I tell you. She pointed, she got this little thing she does with her finger. Instead of pointing like right at you, it kind of turns sideways, and she kind of like turns that hip like, she goes, because you was too stupid to take everything out of your blue jean pockets before I washed them. I said, oh, okay, gotcha. So we sat down and wrote this sucker right here. It's called Blue Jeans. It goes out to all the mamas in the house. I mean, we got any mothers in the house tonight? Anybody here a mama? One or two mamas? There you go. There you go. Okay, let's make this more interactive. How many of y'all either have or have had a mother at some point in your life? Okay, the rest of you's lying. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This one here's called Blue Jeans. Hope you like it. It's probably one of the favorite songs I've ever written. These old blue jeans have been tattered and torn, earned a skull ring and their denim is worn. They've been under pressure, they've never broke. Yeah, when Mama washed my jeans, Lord, them secrets they told. They told all about the night I snuck out from a smell of spilled whiskey and all the beer caps. The time that I punched that old boy in the mouth. But them old blood stains, Lord, they're still hanging around. These old blue jeans have been tattered and torn, earned a skull ring and their denim is worn. They've been under pressure, they've never broke. Yeah, when Mama washed my jeans, Lord, them secrets they told. It's how she found out about the heart that I broke from all of the letters that my first love wrote. And that yellow brick lighter's how she found out I smoked. It brought tears to her eyes, that much I know. 'Cause these old blue jeans have been tattered and torn. They've earned a skull ring and their denim was worn. They've been under pressure they've never broke. Yeah, when Mama washed my jeans, Lord, them secrets they told. They've been to church and to dusty old bars, and just like me, Lord, they've earned every scar. They've been under pressure they've never broke. Yeah, when Mama washed my jeans, Lord, them secrets they told. They've been under pressure they've never broke. Yeah, when Mama washed my jeans, Lord, them secrets they told. Thank y'all so much. All right, y'all, I got one more song left in me. Uno mas, before we get whiskey for the lady up here in Calamity Cubes. Again, my name is Rye Davis. Have y'all enjoyed yourself tonight? Y'all had fun? Good. Again, that's Rye Like the Whiskey, R-Y-E. Y'all check me out online. I'd really appreciate that. I'll be hanging out for a little while, probably over by the merch booth, or if my wife didn't eat all the food, then I'll be over here munching for a minute. This next song here is a song about knowing what you want and going for it and not taking no for an answer. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a little recognition for how hard you work and chasing your dreams. And this is a song that I wrote after I got done playing a gig one night, and I told all these folks, I had really worked hard for these folks to learn these songs and make sure that they had a good time. And to be honest with you, they just didn't give a shit whether I was there or not. And that really upset me. And I got home and sat down and wrote this song. I said, you know what? They're all going to really wish that they paid attention when they all know my name. It's a rockin' little jingle. It's my last song of the evening. Y'all be sure and check it out and tell all your friends. Thank y'all so much for being attentive. Y'all been great. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all for coming, by the way. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a long time since Louisville, huh? With a cheap guitar and a broken heart, a lot of blood, sweat, and beer, I pour out my soul up on this stage, and they don't even know I'm here. But I'm hanging on by some thread of hope, knowing one day things are gonna change when everybody sings my songs. And they all know my name. Give me a six string, I got a melody and a story to tell. Yeah, you're wasting your time waiting on me to fail. I got a tip jar and I'll play for free. One day things are gonna change when everybody sings my songs. They all know my name. Some folks would say that I've walked away from good jobs I should have kept. Yeah, Mom. But I don't care, 'cause that ain't me. This is who I am. Yeah, there's something deep inside of me. A lot of songs it ain't been wrote, and it's a long way to the top. Man, that ain't no joke. Give me a six string, I got a melody and a story to tell. Yeah, you're wasting your time, waiting on me to fail. I got a tip jar and I'll play for free. But one day things are gonna change when everybody sings my songs. They all know my name. Give me a six string, I got a melody and a story to tell. Yeah, you're wasting your time, waiting on me to fail. I got a tip jar and I'll play for free. But one day things are gonna change when everybody sings my songs. They all know my name. Yeah, well, they all know my name. That's Rye Davis, and y'all been great. With a cheap guitar and a broken heart, a lot of blood, sweat, and beer, I pour out my soul up on this stage, and they don't even know I'm here. We love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.